right, now let's talk about salutes.
Okay, let's talk about salutes.
All right, so how did we even get into this? We were talking about Abby's new. She's got new nose energy.
Okay. All right,
Small nose energy.
Yes. All right, so let's follow the slut train here. All right. So I told Abby because not once but twice on the show, dudes have thrown themselves at her. Right.
Recently.
Because of the nose.
Post nose.
And I do. I say this lovingly because this is not a conversation to slut shame, okay? But I jokingly said to Abby, I'm like, girl, Abby, if you were more of a slut, you'd be getting all kinds of, action, right?
First of all, there will be no slut shaming on this show at all. I endorse it,
yes.
actually.
Yeah. No, women get yours for sure.
Yes. For my dudes, I endorse it 100%. No shaming.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing.
And so we were talking about this, and then off air, which was supposed to stay off air, but I should have known better than to have this conversation in front of Herbert Weiss. Mm-hmm. I said a friend and I were getting pedicures, and we were talking about how we wish we would have had more of a slut phase, right?
Seems like the perfect atmosphere to start talking about your missed opportunity to be a slut is when you guys are getting manicures and pedicures together.
We were just sitting in the pedicure chair, and this woman is slothing off all the dead skin off the bottom of my feet, and I'm like, man, I really wish I had a slut face. And
how does a conversation like that start?
I'm not going into that. That's an off-air conversation, okay? So
I'm really interested.
So, but we got onto that topic and how we just would have experienced, explored more and been more exploratory and experienced more with more people. And so we're having this conversation, and of course the number's going to come up. When do you wish you would have had this phase, and how many people, blah blah blah. And let's just say she told me her number. And as soon as she told me her number, I looked at her and I'm like, I'm already a slut.
I guess I've had it.
I guess you should have gone first, huh?
We have to multiply your number by a significant number to get to mine. It wasn't just a phase, Mom. So I was like, you know what? I guess I'm good. So
your question off the air to Kristen is the one that made me like, wait a second, this has got to be on there. What was your question?
It was interesting to me because just the other day I was talking to my lady and she said that she was at a dinner with some women, some of her friends, and I guess the same type of conversation came up, and all of the women at the table are either married or with the person that they believe is their person today. So someone asked, in this position of being married or have found your person, are you satisfied with your past? Like, do you wish you had slept with less men, or are you okay with the fact that you had a phase? And she said it shocked her that only two of the women said, I regret it. Like, I wish I hadn't had those experiences with the men. Whereas there was like 8 women who were all like, nah, I kind of wish I went harder. And I was like, what makes a woman wish she had more of a slut face?
So, because you either you wish you would have hoed it up or hold it down, right?
Right.
And I wish I would have hoed it up a little bit more. And I think it's because, at least for my age and where I am now, and the acceptance of, I feel like women's sexuality has progressed over the years, and women have more freedom in that area and are less judged. Whereas I felt like when I was in my 20s, it was more harsh, and you were more harshly judged. Don't get me wrong; those judgments still exist, but I don't think they are as harsh as they were when I was in my 20s. And I just think I held myself back because I looked at it like it was a bad thing to have sex. It's not a bad thing to have sex. It's not a bad thing to be intimate with another person, and it doesn't make you less of a person because you do have those. And I kind of treated it like a bad thing, and I wish I wouldn't have.
Just so you had more experiences?
Yeah, just more, different experiences, more experiences, because we were talking about different, we were just, there's what? There's varieties of things out there.
Yes, there are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so, okay. I think I got what you're saying.
Some wear hats and some don't.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it's just kind of like,
if you lined up 100 women.
We ended up with lovely pedicures.
If you lined up 100 women, all right, so take Mo's sample out of it. If you lined up 100 women, how many of the 100 women would say that they wish that they slept with more people when they were younger?
I'd say like 75, 80%.
Really? Cass? You think so?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that too.
Really?
Especially if you meet your partner while you're younger.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Abby, you say the same thing?
All my friends are hoeing it up right now, so I'm not a reliable narrator.
Are you just being a hoe vicariously through them?
Yeah, I love their stories. I got too many standards. I'm hanging on to my heterosexuality as a thread. I'm not here by choice.
The Bert Show.